Let us appreciate him even better.
Hello. Can you guys see me? Because I'm dark. Can you see me? You're trying. Kindly open your eyes wider because there's little I can do with my skin complexion. There's little I can do with that, but I probably prefer to be down there. He's called Kababa. Can I call him Kababa? Kababa. Can I use the mic? Because I think here. Well, thank you guys for coming. This is much better, yes. Thank you guys for honoring our invitation and coming. This is lovely. This is wonderful to actually do this. It's been, I think this is the 12th dinner we've done. The first ever dinner we did happened in someone's house. The first end-year dinner we did happened in someone's house. I don't know if there's anybody whose house can host all of you now, but probably there are a few people who might have such houses that can host up to about 160 people we're expecting tonight. But thank you guys for making this possible. Over the years, we've tried doing this, we've done this, and it's happening, and we're glad that 12 years later, this 12th dinner can be celebrated here at Safari Park. Thank you guys for being part of this. You should be clapping for yourself when I say that. and even as we look into this and as we celebrate this, and someone is trying to call me, and it's my wife, and I'm now moral dilemma. You're like, do you pick your wife's call or do you keep doing what you're doing? But Ndwati knows my wife, so Ndwati will help with that. Well, a few years ago, and maybe before I get to that, I wanted us to take a moment. One of our friends just died yesterday. One of our very good senior friend. Some of you in this room know him. Some of you don't know him. But for those of you who know him, this gentleman is called George Karidhi, has been one of our biggest cheerleaders. Those guys who speak about others, speak about you to others in your absence. Those are your cheerleaders, isn't it? So I just wanted us to take a minute to honor him, even if you don't know him. I just wanted us to take a minute to honor him, to remember him. Many times we've gone to his compound to eat nyama choma. And I remember the last time, there was a time we were there, he had 4 goats lined up for us. We showed up without a knife, and we were given a dress down because you don't show up for mbuzi choma without a knife. You show up with a knife to slaughter it. Unfortunately, we came there without a knife, and we faced it. But I want to, if you can just rise up, all of us, just take a minute to honor him. Okay. Thank you guys for doing that. It means a lot. He was a dear friend. And tomorrow, we have a memorial service for him in Karunguru. We've been asking some of you to volunteer to go and help with ushering. If you've seen that moving around in your circles, kindly volunteer because we need hands tomorrow. He's being buried on Monday in Kirinyaga. So kindly also, if some of you in this room could be available to go and help, kindly make that happen. Good. Now, in 2008, a journey started. And this journey started in a very simple way. I'm one person who moves one step at a time. And in 2008, a group of 8 friends sat in a room in the University of Nairobi, because that is where I studied. We sat in a room, and during that time, something unfortunate was happening in this country. The post-election violence was tearing this country apart. And in 2008, March, we had just resumed campus. And as we sat, as we came together, we realized that as young people, we were struggling. And we were struggling because we were not sure what to make of what was happening in the country. The politicians were turning against each other. The communities were turning against each other. And I had come from a community where I was told that Kikuyus are bad people and that we need to throw them out of. If we threw Kikuyus out of Kenya, that maybe the country would be good. But then it hit me that I had Kikuyu friends. And so I did not know what to do with these guys. So we met them together and asked each other, what are you guys hearing? And apparently each of us had a narrative they were hearing from their communities about these people, about those people, about those people. And something spurred my heart that maybe that should not be the narrative that as young people we become a part of. That probably there could be a different narrative. And as we shared, the 8 of us, what hit us is that maybe we can do something about this. And so the easiest thing we thought we'd do is meet every week. And so we started meeting every week. And we used to meet, again, those from the University of Nairobi, we used to meet at the Box Cafeteria. And a group of 8 guys met every week. As this was happening, I don't know what you'd say about this, but as this was happening, some students started hearing of what we were doing in this box group that would meet every Saturday. And before we realized, there was another group forming in another university, another group forming in another university, and 14 years later, we have 34 university campuses that meet every week to have conversations about issues that are bothering them around leadership, around how they stay together as friends, around how they really become people who could have an influence in their community. And that has become our narrative. And we've grown over that. And in these groups, we have about 15 to 20 students who are choosing to meet every week. And for me, looking at that, it's something that if you ask me in 2008, Gabriel, what are you thinking about this? I had no idea. For me, all I wanted is people to keep meeting and have a conversation about issues that they're struggling with. And that was, at that point, was the leadership of this country. And that has continued to be our desire, that maybe one step at a time, we can transform the leadership narrative of our communities. One step at a time. Everything rises and falls in leadership. And we believe firmly that if you have a rotten leadership, then that community is going to have a challenge. Do you agree with me? If you go to a family and whoever it is seen as the leader of that family is not playing his role as a leader of that family is going to have a challenge. And even if someone, maybe say the wife, the husband, whichever it is, whichever way you look at this, even if the child then chooses, the kind of amount of struggle they will have, even to make something out of themselves, coming from probably a family where leadership has not been offered properly, the kind of energy this young person might have to rise up might be a lot more than if there was proper leadership in the kind of a setup they came from. Is that making sense? And so as we continue with this work, a lot has happened. We've seen a lot of universities coming on board. And I already told you we're in 34 universities meeting every week. But also we reach out to so many universities, up to about 70 universities. We reach out to them, and whenever we have trainings, whenever we have programs, some of them sign up. And they send us their students. Recently, we had a group of about 14 USIU students we took to Uganda for a 5-day retreat in Uganda. And it was fun. It was fun for them just to be able to get out. And sometimes we take things for granted, that if you travel out of the country, you think everybody has traveled out of the country, until you reach out to a group of students and you realize that some of them have not even left their county, leave alone their country. And so it was always fun. And for me, being in this journey, and thank you, I see a few people have walked in. These are some of the deans of students we've worked with. Let's give them a chance to feel nice to see each other. Mr. Mohammed, you're welcome. Mr. Mohammed has been our good friend, and he supports what we do. And this seems like to be a university desk. Daktari, you're welcome. Daktari is a Vice Chancellor for Scott University, has been a dear friend of ours. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Dean Nazarene University, thank you so much for coming. And of course, thank you for AIU. That young man was not sure what he was saying. But I hope I say it well to make up for the mistake he did. Yeah. And as we continue to do this, our greatest desire has been to really develop leadership, student leaders. And as we look ahead, we realize that if you look at our Kenyan parliament right now, majority of all those guys who are there were student leaders in their various universities. Is it true? A majority of them. And we believe that if it's easy to twist a reed when it is still young, when it's still, you can twist it a little bit, you can plant seeds. We are told in the scriptures that bring up a child in the way they should go. When they grow old, they'll not depart from it, isn't it? And so we believe that when they're still young in university, you can plant some seeds. And we've been committed at doing that. And every year, our desire is that when we start a journey with a student, by the time they finish with us, if anything, the idea of being a value-based individual, a value-based leader, becomes something they think through whichever room they step into. Now, about 8 or 9 years ago, we started a program we call SLDP, Student Leadership Development Program. And in this room today, we'll have a group of about 20 university students who will be graduating from that program. And this is the 8th cohort of that program. And this program has produced a lot of students who have then grown into various spaces. Some of them have become political leaders in their community. Some of them are getting into corporate spaces and are rising into positions of influence. Some of them are starting their own charitable initiatives to transform their communities. And that for us has been our journey. And when I look at, we've also participated in various programs. There's a program we run with a group called the Siasa Place. Some of you might know an organization called Siasa Place, and another one called Makapil. We've teamed up together, and we realize there's a gap in young people understanding policy. And so we then decided to team up with these guys, and this is the 3rd cohort we've been running, to get young people to understand policy and governance. And what does that mean for young people to contribute in policy? Because in many cases, young people feel helpless. They feel like, what do I do? How can I do it? Then sometimes we want to throw stones. We want to cause tantrums. But really, what does it mean to understand what it means to shape something? And that is policy formulation, governance issues. And we've been doing that in partnership with some organization for 3 years now. And when I look at all those growth and all those things we've done, for me, it warms my heart to know that even as we meet here together, we can celebrate that. And the reason we're here today, and there's a lot more I can say, but the reason we're here today is to celebrate that journey. The reason we do a dinner every end year is to celebrate what that year has meant for us. And this, seated here today, some of you have been part of what we've done this year, and we're here to celebrate you. And if you're wondering, why does AYLF go to greater lengths to do a dinner? For us, is to celebrate. And as we close the year, as we reimagine the new year, is to look back and say, this year has been challenging, this year has been tough, this year has had a lot of hiccups, but we have emerged, and we are glad we engaged in the things we've engaged in. I'll say one more thing that I'm very glad that has happened. Earlier this year, so we have small group coordinators in various universities. So we had a retreat in Makueni, and we had about 70 of them coming over for this retreat. And as we were engaging them and trying really to figure out how to make them do the work they do in campus well, and how to hear them out, their challenges and everything, one of the greatest things that really stood out is that most of them find that AYLF is creating a safe space for them. And some of them, and this scared me because I didn't know what that meant, some of them realizing that home, nobody's understanding them at home. But in AYLF, they're being understood. Now, I don't know what that meant. And it scared me for a moment, and I was like, okay, does it mean that maybe in AYLF we are so easy on things, and that's... But then no, it meant that probably there are some conversations that are happening here that validates their struggles. And they feel listened to. They feel appreciated. And so then we said, okay, we want to do that more. We want to do that more, and we started a counseling program in AYLF. And this year, that counseling, and my wife is the one who does that. And yesterday, I think it was 2 days ago, she was telling me a story of the amount of experiences she's got, just being able to listen to these young people who are coming, and some of them are struggling with the issues that even their families cannot understand. And for me, the fact that we chose to do that has been a blessing, and I believe most of us seated in this room, if you can find a place where someone will value you and listen to you and appreciate you for who you are, that's a place you'd want to be more and more. And so that has been our story of growth. That has been our story of impact. And as we continue, we have our mentors in the room who've offered to continue walking a journey with us. We are making new friends. Thanks, Lucille, for coming. Lucille is our new friend. And I believe that's Esther sitting next to you. Esther, I hope you find us nice, that you want to stay around us longer. Yes. So thank you, guys, for coming. And as we continue doing what we are doing, Michael, I believe you're called Michael, isn't it? Yes, Mike, thank you for coming. And someone just told you, you go for that dinner. And I'm glad you came. And even as we hope that we can continue walking this journey with you in the new year, for me, I hope that as we continue growing and doing what we do for the numerous young people we interact with, we'll be able to shape a future that they can be proud to be a part of. And Joseph, thank you for choosing to be here tonight. And I can go on and on, but I don't want to go on and on. I'd like to stop here and say, with that, please feel at home and feel at AYLF. We call ourselves a family of friends. We are a family, and we are keen on developing friendships. With that, I'd like to stop there, and I'd like to give it back to the MC to guide us on what next. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for listening to me.
Let us appreciate him better as he goes and have a seat. So I'm being told watu wa MMU wameingia ndani ya nyumba, si ndio? MMU A, MMU A. So the theme for tonight is retro dinner, si ndio? So I want us to do a small activity, si ndio? So unajua mmekaa chini sana nini si fiti. I would like to call each and every one of us kwa dance floor. Tunataka kupiga kitu inaitwa twisty. Who knows twisty? African twisty. Yeah, so kila mtu asimame DJ as you give us the song. I would like to call everyone kwa dance floor. Kila mtu, kila mtu, kila mtu, kila mtu. Mdogo kwa mkubwa, mkubwa kwa mdogo. African twisty. Kila mtu kwa dance floor. Everyone, everyone. Okay, DJ. Kidogo. Kila mtu, tunasema everyone, just kindly make your way forward. Make your way forward. Yeah. Tunataka kupiga picha as we continue dancing. Everyone make your way forward. Sawa kujen. Hizo tables hapo nyuma, we are waiting for you guys. Everyone. Even for the guys with the two left feet. Kujeni tu. We need you more than the others. Yeah, kila mtu. Actually, after we are done here, after everyone is here, tutaangalia nani amekaa chini. So, kila mtu tu akue side. Yeah. We want to do African twisty. Tuonyeshe how we used to do it back in the days when we are young. Yeah, we will show you. Higher. Is everyone here? Is everyone here? We want everyone hapa juu. Yeah. Because we have been seated for long. DJ. Higher. Hapa twende wewe. Hapa. Hey. Kila mtu. Hapo. Hey. Twisty. I'd like to see the guys who are behind there. Yes, hey. Kazi safi. Hey. Hapa. Hey. Kila mtu. Aya, tafuta partner sasa. Tafuta partner. Hapa tu. Hivi. Twende sasa kila mtu. Na yeye tu. Hivi. Aya, mshike mkono ukimtwisti. Twende hivi. Chini, chini, chini kila mtu. Haya, kila mtu ende chini, kila mtu ende chini. Chini. Ai. Haya, kila mtu tunaenda chini kabisa sasa, sawa? Chini kabisa. Chini kabisa. Twende DJ, twende. Ai. Ai. Haya, hapa hapa. 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 Hey. Haya, tukikaa chini tuna dance, tuna hiyo stingo tu tukikaa chini. Tukikaa chini, tukikaa chini. Hapa. Usipoenda hivi utarudi hapa peke yako. Enda ukidance. Make sure unaenda ukidance. Kuna mtu mmoja nataka tumrudishe hapa sasa. DJ. Kuna mtu mmoja hajanifurahisha, amekaa tu chini akitembea. Sijui tumlete hapa. Tumlete hapa matuache. Tulete yeye hapa. Ama tumsamehe. Tusisamehe. Amesema tutampatia next chance. Tumsamehe kwa sasa. So guys, that is how we used to dance when we were young. You know, when I was young, that is how we used to dance. I don't know if you relate. It was in the 50s. Who was my age mate here? Kindly remind me. Seda. Kindly tulikuwa mwaka 1950 ilikuwa 45, yeah. We actually really old. Yeah. Usituone hivyo. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call upon Beryl. Let's give her a round of applause as she comes. Okay, so reports reaching my desk. I'm being told that you guys are hungry. Yes. Yeah. So because you're hungry, I would like to call you once again on stage. Because you're hungry. Yeah, so at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to give the DJ some few minutes. Then we are going to serve in the order of table numbers. We want to take our dinner. Sawa sawa. We'll start with table number 23. We go to table number 20. Then table number 19. Sawa sawa. Then we'll go to the table, what's the number there? 38. What is the table number there? Not there. Not there. Yeah, then we'll go to table number 36. Sawa sawa. I hope you guys have gotten that. Sindio? Monique, I hope I've gotten that right. Sawa sawa. Then after they have served, we'll start from here. We'll start from here. Sawa sawa. Table number 33. Sawa sawa. Oh, okay. Sawa sawa. Okay. Kindly come. Okay. Sawa sawa. I'm being told people don't go and wash their hands here. You're actually given towels so that you can. You'll see them. I know you're also surprised as I am. So don't worry. So you'll be given towels while you're seated. Then we'll go in the order of the table numbers. Sawa sawa. We'll call upon table numbers as we go on. So at this time, I'd like to give the performance to our DJ. He gave us something. Nice. Yeah, DJ Kidogo, as he gives us a number, our hashtag for today is AYLF Retro Dinner 22. Sawa sawa. As you continue snapping, make sure you tag us on Instagram at AYLF, on Twitter at AYLF Kenya, across all social media platforms. Sawa sawa. There will be a present for the person who will have the most streaks or posts. Sawa sawa. Yeah, DJ, twende. Usiongeze hata zaidi. Usiongeze hata zaidi. Table 20, table 20. You guys are up next. We can finish it up by waiting.
I didn't know your name.
My name is Kababa.
Kababa?
Yes.
Sasa Kababa, shida yako ni moja tu. You are a disruptor of genuine spiritual conversation. Sawa sawa.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can the people at the back, one more time, one more time. Who is there? What? Okay, okay, okay. Sawa sawa. Good evening once again. Ah, mko na chakula kwa mdomo. Okay, sawa sawa. I understand. So, I'd like a minute so that we can go on with the program. Sawa sawa. We are behind schedule and we'd like to go on with the program for tonight. So I'd like to call to your attention. Kuna table fulani hapa nataka tusimame tu oh, nice. Mmenyamaza at least. Yeah. So we want to go on to our next segment. Unajua ni nani? Ni samaki nimekula ikani affect. Yeah, yeah. So we want to go on to our next segment. And I would like to call to your attention to skize our next presenter, tukiendelea. I hope you guys are okay. Nani hajakula sahani yake ya pili? Yeah. So unaona nimesonga kwa hizi table za kutoka hapa hivi mbele. Huku mbele wako sawa. Hapa hivi ndio kuna tatizo. Unajua? Kuna kwanza group fulani hapa hivi imenipatia story funny sana. Mtu ananiambia nimekula 1500 nimebakisha 500 sasa. My friend, yani kuna watu sitamtaja jina saa hii. Si wewe, sijasema ni wewe. Ni wewe, kwani ni wewe umevaa nani? Tai ya botai, kwani ni wewe? Si wewe. Yeah. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to appreciate her as she comes in style. Kila mtu ashike fork moja. Fork. Shika tu fork kwanza, shika fork. Oh, iko kwa mdomo, toa kwa mdomo kwanza, Haya. Tafuta glass iko karibu na wewe. Glass tu. Okay. Tumu-appreciate tukigonga ka glass, ting ting ting. Let us appreciate Beryl as she comes up on stage with the ting 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 ting. Nice. Usipasue, nani amepasua sasa? Unagonga na nguvu ya ugali, my friend. Anyway, Beryl.
With a ping, 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 I have been called to the stage. Good evening, everybody. Can everyone hear me clearly? My name is Beryl Maritim from AYLF. I'm going to try and match my tempo to the food. I don't want to tamper with the digestive system. Is this okay? Should I go faster? This is okay, right? Right, so thank you so much for coming to the Retro AYLF Dinner 2022. I see some people looking really, really cool in their vintage wear. Speaking of way back when, the reason why I have been called up here to this stage is because way back when, AYLF social media and online presence and all that included of only Gabriel Achayo. He was a sole AYLF social media follower, AYLF social media commenter, everything. But now, we are at a very interesting place. Have you seen the video camera lady over there? We are streaming live on all platforms. Seti samwache kukula. Relax. You're okay. We are streaming live everywhere, so keep smiling to the cameras. We are streaming on YouTube, on Facebook. So, mtu akikuona kwa TV, tell them to take a picture of that and share it with their friends and family. All right? So, our following has grown in thousands. We now have a community of people on social media who are not just thinking about the end goal, but they're thinking of the journey. And that's what tonight is about. Tonight is about the story of growth, the story from a little tiny, little mustard seed to the tree that we are now. And because of that, we have platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, everywhere. How many have followed us on social media? Ay, mnanichota. Everybody. Okay, what's our handle on YouTube? When you wameinua mkono, nimewaona. What's our handle? Nasikia tu AYLF. Ati AYLF? AYLF Kenya. That's our platform on YouTube. And coming next year, we are going to be launching a couple of amazing shows. Some amazing mentors. We'll be having... Are we together? I hear some people here are chatting. Will they tell me what's our Twitter handle? Yes, Miss Lady, pretty?
Me.
I've put her on the spot. Yeah, so AYLF Kenya YouTube, next year we are going to be having really wonderful shows. If you'd like to become an actor or an actress for AYLF Kenya, I hear some people are getting excited about that. Reach out to me. What's our Instagram handle? Yes, MMU. MMU table. Imagine hata hawaniski. Tuwaite, say MMU. MMU bana. Oh, they're this side, sorry. I was looking on the wrong side of the hall. What's our Instagram handle? Mneza discuss the exam. Mneza discuss. Ati? Ay. Hawa watu wanaanguka mtihani. Wanaanguka. Nani atawasaidia? Luhunzu. Luhunzu is an SLDP. It's going to come up right now. They're graduating. Have you seen the angels in white? Have you wondered who these people are? Have you seen them? Luhunzu, what's our Instagram? She said AYLF Kenya. Yeah, so we have an awesome community over there. So right now, please, if you can, go onto your Instagram, your Facebook, and follow us, like our content. And because of that, we want to appreciate some top fans. There are some people who have been engaging with us there for the whole year. And one of them is graduating SLDP today. His name is Mr. Clyde Omondi. Please stand up, sir. You're looking very sharp in your tuxedo. Look at him. Look at him. He can wear a suit and he can do Facebook comments. Would you like to say something? No. Later. Sorry for gaslighting you. I'm sorry. So, Clyde Omondi and several other people will be appreciated later this night. They're going to be getting some gifts before the night ends. And so with that, if you're going to retweet with our hashtag, who remembers the hashtag of the night? Hashtag, nitawasaidia na hiyo. Hashtag, AYLF, Kenya. Mkorada. AYLF Retro Dinner 2022. That's the hashtag of the night. Let's keep it on the socials. I want to see some of the beautiful pictures. Usiache night iende hivyo. With that outfit, with that dinner, with your friends. Don't let it go. All right? Now I'd like to welcome back the MC. I can see he's winking at me. I think I've taken up more time than I should have. Has anybody already used the Twitter hashtag? I'd like to give out a gift right now. Right now. Kuna mtu ana hustle kuitweet sahi. Right now. Going once, going twice, going thrice. Hakuna mtu anataka gift. Going 4 times. At 5 times. Nikifika 10 hivyo, nafunga gift naenda nayo home. Going 6. Going 7. Going 8. Going 9. Okay. I'll get back to that later. Mr. MC Karibu.
So let us appreciate her. Atugongi makofi. Sasa tunatumia Fox. Sawa. Chukua tu fork yako tena appreciate akienda kwa ting 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 ting. Sasa tunafanya hivi. Haya. Wacha nionyeshe ingine. So tunaanza hivi. Ting 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 ting. Sawa. Haya. Yaani pole then haraka. Kuna rafiki yangu amekula mpaka anisikizi. Achana na fork kwanza. Toa fork kwa nyama. Sawa, toa fork kwa nyama, umetoa. Ishike na mkono wako wa kulia. Haya, tunaanza ting ting. Sawa? Okay, 1 2 start. Hawa ni nani walikuja dinner leo? Hawa ni nani? Hawa ni nani? Mko tu sawa lakini. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, with the same thingness, I'd like to call upon our next presenter on stage. I'd like to call upon Mr. Muka Kamusa. To appreciate ting 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 ting. Usi shout wewe. Ni ting 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 ting. Aya, to appreciate na ting ting ting. Yeah. Sawa sawa. Haya, utavunja glass. Wacha.
So good evening. Yes, my name is Musa Kamusa. They call me Machango Peterson. You can choose any. So I'll go take us through the segment where we have one of our program that we conduct for 8 months that helps students to become leaders. This program has been conducted for this year. The 8th cohort will be graduating them in a few minutes, so we'll take your time in between here for 40 minutes to do this. So I'll start with a presentation on what they have been able to conduct or do in the last 8 months, and then we can be able to keep to go on with the other part of the program. But before then, I want to recognize the deans of students who have joined us from different parts. And we have the representative of the Dean of Students, Technical University of Mombasa, Mr. Paul Jaya. Thank you very much for traveling all the way, sir. Appreciation. We have the Dean of Students from Baraton, all the way from Kapsabet, Dr. Kamudi. Yes, we have the Dean of Students all the way from Kabarak, Dr. Dorcas Gedaiga. Thank you. We have the Dean of Students and also the chairperson of the Kenya University's Deans of Students Association, Dr. Mohammed, all the way from Masai Mara. We have the representative of the Dean of Students from AIU, Madam Sylvia Dumi. We have also the representative of the Dean of Students, USIU, Ms. Jane Nyaga. We also have Dr. Victor Boyo, the Dean African Nazarene. And Vice Chair, my apologies. Yes, this is a great privilege. The Dean of Students support our work in the universities. We work with students from many, yes? Oh, yes. Yeah, the Riara University, yes, Mr. Andrew Madenge. Yes, sorry, sir. Yes, so we will continue with this part of the presentation. So the Student Leadership Development Program is a program that takes 8 months. We take students through a leadership course where they're able to discover themselves and learn leadership and be able to execute it in community and be able to exemplify good leadership, transformational leadership. So the objectives of this program is to bring values in their livelihood, to be able to be valued leaders with the values and execute such leadership, foster reconciliation among people and their spheres of influence, be able to promote servant leadership in Africa, because the idea is to transform the leadership culture in Africa, and also facilitate learning and sharing among student leaders in various universities. So that's the promise, or rather the idea of the whole program. These are the objectives that we look forward for in the program. So to do this, we run training sessions that we execute for 8 months, that we have modeled them so that they can be able to discover themselves and be able to learn how to lead through different training schemes. We have Trust Edge, we have 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, we have different other components of leadership training that we conduct through the 8 months. Then they do a transformational project in the community. Now they choose a project, they see a problem, they choose a solution, and they conduct it, they build up teams, and they are able to implement it in society. And then they also go through mentorship. This year we took them through two types of mentorship. We have senior mentorship and we have peer mentorship, where they're able to interact with people who have done something in life and achieved something in life, who have committed, who have done impact and committed to transformational leadership in their lifestyles, and they are able to achieve that. In our promise, we wanted to do an extra type of mentorship, which we call in industry mentorship, where they're able to work with someone day in, day out, until they're able to learn what they do and how they do it that makes them achieve what they achieve. So we and 26 members of the cohort this year. 3 of them did not make it to the end of the cohort because of academic and family issues, but 23 of them made it to this end. At the end of the program, 96 of them could agree, indeed, they have a transformation in their lives. But as you can see, the graph shared there, the boy child looks like is a little bit shy of leadership. We have only 6 out of, compared to the 17 ladies we have in the cohort. So I don't know exactly what we need to do for the boy child. So, as the young people hoped that if you can look from their commitment that they looked to become ideal leaders, they hoped that they would develop public speaking skills and at least skills that will solve problems in their societies. They will gain more skills in how to be an effective leader and be a better leader after the program. And as you can note, 96 of them confirmed that their expectations before they joined the program were met. So some of the content that we have shared with them, the 7 habits of highly effective people, we taught them how to visioning, that is seeing a problem, being able to plan through the problem, get through to the end of the whole problem as a solution to the end. And they're able to do that. They're able to plan a project and execute. And most of them, as you see by the end of this presentation, they have done great projects in society. And they'll be able to do personal branding, project sustainability, among other leadership content that we have shared with them, which has been obviously scaled through the 8 months of training. So every young leader who joined this program, as they'll be able to do or conduct a project. Most of them conducted, each of them conducted a project where they built up teams. They were able to go to community and do projects. I will just highlight a few, but everyone will be able to see them in our next magazine that we are publishing because it's a great one. But one of them did legal sensitization. In his focus, he focused in making sure that young people were able to understand what is their place in law and legislation in the country. They were able to expose them to constitution. One of them of the key area they were looking into is the efficiency of child justice system in Kenya, and that's really worked very well. Another one did Pick Me Up initiative, which focused on young mothers in universities who are struggling between being mothers and still attending academics, and they were able to bring them to a point of realizing they can be able to finish their academics and do something else and be able to raise their children. Then another one was focusing in arid, semi-arid areas, planting trees until they mature, rather than just planting trees and leaving them to grow. And this one was done in Kajiado by one of the students. Another one did Sustainable Cool, a project that focuses in urban agriculture, teaching young people to be able to produce household foods like vegetables and the rest of the foods in their homestead. And she was able to work with the last 8 months with 50 young people in our locality. And she wanted to scale it up to like every household in Nairobi. And that was also amazing. And then the other one was Silent Hub. She did a mental health awareness among the deaf. And I think that's what is amazing. Yes, so those are some of them, but the 23 of them have been able to conduct projects in community, most of them in education, some of them did in sensitization and education in mental health, others focused in environment, others focused in that is STEM courses and be able how to uptake skills in ICT. Others did in health for girl-child health. I think that's the correct term. And among others, we will share them during in our magazines, among other projects they were able to do. So we took them through mentorship. Before the project, most of them had not been able to do mentorship, but at the end of them, they are mentors, 2 at least. Each of them has 2 mentors at least. And from their testimonials, you can see mentorship has helped me realize that dreams can be achieved, how to match my personality with my leadership styles. Mostly, my mentor has impacted my personal relationship with my money, the saving culture, and how to spend wisely, what to invest on, among others. My mentor has helped me gain clarity on the intersection between my personal and career life. Mostly importantly, it was under her mentorship that I was able to identify and put down on paper my life goals, among other testimonials that we have. So mentorship really played a big role in their transformation. Senior people worked with these young people through their 6 months of the program, and peer mentors, people who also are being able to do something in community or are currently doing them or trying to visualize things they are doing, are able to work with them and help them shape their goals in life. So we also, to this end, we're also calling for participation for next year cohort. So you can share the link on the screen for a young man or a young woman, and as I would say, young men, to participate in this program next year. It's a fine program where young people are able to discover. You'll see them in a few minutes here. But before then, I would like us to share a video of them sharing the experience through the program. You can share the link. I think it's down there. You can take a photo and share to your socials or to your sphere of influence where people can benefit. And also, in the meantime, I know there will be calls for mentors. If you have a space, a working space where you would like young people who can be mentored in where you work, we would bring them during our free time. Now the video is ready. I think we can have it played.
Moja, mbili, tatu.
Kasi ya pepe.
Mentorship program that is offered under SLDP. That is another experience worth experiencing. I was assigned a senior mentor and a peer mentor. So the senior mentors, they really nurture you on what is expected of you as a fresh graduate from college. And the peer mentors, there are people who has
First 3 habits that Robbie Karaju took us through really brought how can we apply, really brought a reality on how we can apply these 3 habits on our daily lives.
And it has been a life-changing program. It has been worthwhile. It has been worthwhile my time, my energy, and my finances.
And from the trusted, I honestly...
Give them a round of applause again. Now from the cohort, I would like to invite 2 of them to at least tell us in real words here what they have experienced. So first I will invite Miriam Nyambura.
Hi everyone.
I think they need to get a shorter one, Cindy, to remember us. Okay, my name is Marianne Mwangi, and I would like to start off by thanking God for the gift of life and for the gift of each other, as we are all here today. It's lovely to see you. You look lovely, by the way. Second is to congratulate all the members of the cohort 8 who are here with us today. Charlene, Doxil, Siapei, Luhunzu, Kimberly, Grace, Faith, Kengaya, Kavuha, Omai, Millicent, Honest, Muhia, Lynette, Lieutenant Clyde, Kendi, Muindi, Steph, Coletta, Jose, Maurice, Dan, Chebet, Luby, and Sly, and Eric in absentia. Congratulations to us. Yay! So when I first heard about SLDP, I asked myself the obvious question: do I want to enroll? Do I want to do this? So I did the obvious thing and texted my friend quickly. Yeah, her name is Joy Njoki. She's an alumnus of the same program. She was in cohort 6, and I asked her for advice, of course. She said, and I quote, yeah, "It is after attending SLDP that I started my business." Now, Joy is a few years into her chocolate business, and I am a new champion for the impact of the program. This impact is not limited to just us, yeah? My brother and his lovely wife, Regina, for example, just started, or rather, they just harvested the first batch of spinach from their small urban garden, and he drew inspiration from my SLDP project that promoted urban farming. He was not even my target audience, for your information. I was just trying to reach the younger kids, but he just, it rubbed off on him. And I could, I did not even prompt him to do it. It just, he wanted to do it for himself. This got me thinking that perhaps the only way we can get people to carry on a journey and make it their own is through ourselves as examples. Now, over the past few months, I have experienced this transformation. I always thought of myself as a problem solver. Yeah, we all do. Someone actually made a joke about those people who want to change the world. Yeah, I am one of those, and I still really want to change the world, some elements, yeah. But now I do not care as much to say than to do it, than to actively be the change maker, than to do these things that will impact the change that I want to create. I owe this transformation to the SLDP. I owe it to the conversations and to the sessions that we had, to the awesome speakers and to my mentors, Madam Miriko Ome and Wilfrida Alo, even more to the graduates of cohort 8, with whose insights, participation, and engagement made this program a worthwhile and a beautiful journey. So thank you. Thank you to the team in charge, Gabriel, Monique, Muka, Beryl, and everyone else behind the scenes. We appreciate all of you for putting together this incredible journey, and we pray for you to continue to do so. Lastly, I would like to thank the Kenyatta Trust for supporting me and my brothers and sisters through this program. Now, in case you're wondering if you should join the SLDP Cohort 9, I hope your answer will be a big yes. I wish you all a blessed night, and thank you very much. Bye.
Beautiful. Now I want to welcome a gentleman. Please shine for us. Yes. Hi everyone. I'm Morris Odhiambo. The first speaker has set the bar too high, but boy child I'm Seka, I represent. A disclaimer, from where I come from, we do not have a clear distinction between S and SH. Those who come from where I come from can affirm that. So in case I make that mistake, you can keep that for yourself. You can do the postmortem later. Thank you. I joined the student leadership development program very crude and very sketchy. This order was the order of the day. And I want to say that standing here before you today, I am a testimony that this is a life-transforming program. I know that the student leadership development program has equipped you, my fellow cohort members, enough to know where you are, given you direction, to know what you could become in the future. You have developed a skill, solved a problem, learned a concept, met and networked with people you probably would not have met thanks to the student leadership program. Alone, we can go far, but together,
we can go farthest. It is for this I want to thank my peer mentor, Mr. William Ramogi, in case he's in the house. Thank you, sir. Ramogi found me when I was somebody who did not know where I want to be in life. I had a rough overview of where my life wanted to be, but I didn't know where my life wanted to be. So it showed me a sense of a direction. So the mentorship program is a program that has really worked well for me. And standing here before you, I'm another testimony that that mentorship program is a good program. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Ramogi. Now, as I conclude, I want to say that the two words that I can use to describe this event, the whole event, it was very informative and very transformative. So I want to thank each and every person who has stood us and who has organized this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. I also, where I come from, we have all consonants and vowels, but we omit a few deliberately. So at this point, I want to call the SLDP cohort 8 to come forward so that we can have you awarded some certificates.
Hey, twende. They're graduating class. Kama uko na simu tu record a video and make sure you post it on social media. Tag AYLF Kenya across all social media platforms. Wewe, miondoko wewe. Anayeongoza anaitwa the Chief Miondoko. Ndio anafanya hivyo maneno. Hey! Wapigiani makofi wewe wakiingia in style. Hey!
DJ. Yes, this is the cohort. You will notice that men are also not very good dancers. I think it's a conspiracy against the men. So, guys who can dance, please, when there's time for dancing, come and support us. We were not dancers. So, I will invite Professor Ronkei to come and assist us here for a while. We start with these guys. It is Clyde Omond. Yes. Clyde Omonde. You give a clap maybe. Kimberly Chelsea. Yeah. Watatu, si ndio? Alafu tuite mwingine. Stephanie Wangoi. Sharon Kendi. Thanks, Prof. Okay. Anyanga Morris Odhiambo. Yes, let me invite someone else to help you, sir.
Thank you. Can I
Okay.
now sit down?
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. I invite Mr. Bargotio Kwenyuke. Forgive me, those are the consonants we avoid in my language. Yeah. Diana, please. Masi Nduko. Miriani Nyambura. Sharon Kavuha. Charlene Pascalia. Thank you, Mr. Bargotio. Yes. I will invite Dr. Mohammed. Dr. Mohammed, assist us, please. Omai Masi. Luhunzu Valentine. Kevin Getao. Faith Nyambura. Thank you, Daktari. Let me invite Brenda Minayo. Where is Brenda? Brenda? Okay. She's coming. Okay. In a place, Dr. Boyo, please do us the favor. Joseph Kipkogei. Ndambi. Rebecca Siapei. And Lynette Kemunto. Atieno Millicent. Bosire Kengaya. Doxil James. Thank you. It's done. Thank you, Daktari. So I think we give a round of applause to this cohort as we finish this session. I think we do 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Have your seat. I invite the MC.
Okay, to appreciate tena mara ya mwisho for having graduated finally, ndio. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite someone who is very special. Have you ever had someone who is communicating through words and words communicate through the words and the words mean the words that are communicated? You've ever had such a thing, ndio? So on stage, I'd like to welcome one spoken word artist, si ndio? Hapo sasa ndio unapiga nduru, si ndio? I'd like to invite to you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nduwati. Wapi nduru yake wewe akikuja on stage? Okay, so ashafika on stage, so I want us to do it one more time, si ndio? So nikisema give it a 4, you clap once. Sawa? Like give it a 4. Pa. Umesikia? Give it a 4. Give it a 4. Give it a 4. Spoken word artist Nduwati.
Asante sana. I wonder if anyone has asked that we appreciate the MC. Has anyone done so? Okay, could we appreciate the MC today? You're doing such a marvelous job. My name is Nduwati. It's a pleasure being here. Nimefurahia sana kuwa mahali hapa. My duty is very short. It is kuwaburudisha. So I'd be excited if you burudika. That would be amazing. But I'll be doing a little bit of spoken word. And how spoken word works is if you hear something that excites you, you just like snap like this. So can I just hear that? Imagine I've said something amazing. All right. So it's a pleasure being here at AYLF. I was told that the conversation today, or what we are looking at, is just stories of impact and growth. And something I was reflecting on is really growth is just being able to overcome adversity. and not breaking, not failing, and being able to do that. And my anchor is God, and I'm going to share that with you. And so Baba nijalie, juu nimekuwa so focused on weather forecast. Nimeanza kuingiza baridi juu amesema kutanyesha locust. Na try kucheki mbele but upepo inapuliza sawdust. Hadi nikarealize makosa, ni pale nimeweka focus. Juu Biblia ndo the living word. But mimi nimeanza kufuata stories za mabloga. That Yesu ana rule on high, but mimi nategemea serikali ya hasla na mama mboga. Sio chocha ngoja, but sana tunadhaningi help yetu itakama at the top. Na so huko ndo tunatafutanga suluhu. So hata mimi saa zingine niko na hizo ambitions, nataka kukuwa governor wa Nairobi badala ya kusaka ja. But hizo ndo ambitions Mungu aliniambia igathe. Hiyo ni Kikuyu for weka chini. So wananiambia ni trust in horses, but mimi nikamwambia ni. Mbona ni trust in horses na Jesus is the way. By the way, in fact, this is proven a scientific fact that horses are known to worry. Did you know that? Yeah, unaona kila saa wanakula he. Ukweli wa mambo ndio hiyo. Na kwa hivyo najua Mungu ananijali kuliko mama, kwa hivyo sita mama. Mbona ni babaike na Mungu ni baba, so Mungu baba ni wewe nitategemea. Najua nikikuegemea sitai kulemewa. Wewe ndo alfa na omega, so si hata the in between utanisaidia kuendelea. Na si ulitembea juu ya maji, surely nyumba yangu utashindwa kunitembelea. Imeingia? So I'll just do one more spoken word, and then we'll call it a day. I'm aware AYLF is a leadership forum, and the goal is to, or rather the foundation, the inspiration, is a person that is called Jesus Christ. And I love that. I love it so much that I have dedicated my entire life towards that. And so I'll share a bit of that, because some people think it's crazy because it's a story ya kitambo, wanashangaa. So like there was a friend of mine who was asking me, mbona unapenda sana kufuata stories za Biblia na vile hii ni kitabu ya kitambo, iliandikwa sijui hizo siku, itakuwaje relevant leo? But mimi ilibidi nimeuliza, unasemaje si relevant leo? Kwani nani alikuwa mtu wa kwanza kutumia computers? Si ni Daniel? Celebrate through Windows. Alafu Yesu, sijui kama mnakumbuka vile alichangamsha watu in his father's house. Mnakumbuka kitchen tables? Alafu hata Samson alikuwa quite the entertainer. Tunaambiwa alipewa 2 minutes tu na bring the house down. Sijui kama unajua hizi stories za Biblia, that Yesu pale Luke chapter 4 aliitwa kwa synagogue. So alikuwa anataka kuwachapia word, so si alienda akachukua scroll. Ningekuwa saa ingekuwa the same thing, labda angekuja hapa mbele ya sisi wote, labda angepewa tab ama smartphone, but si bado angescroll. But hii story ni muhimu kabisa hapa, that tunaambia alikuwa kwa msalaba for 3 hours, kumekuwa na giza, unaweza sema kulikuwa na blackout. Akasema it is finished, na hivyo ndo charge iliisha. So akajua huyu amekufa, wakamweka kwa kaburi, wakafunika, wakaeka seal, wakaeka password na pin. But hawakujua huyu ni nani. Angels walikuja tu wakaswipe to unlock. Unafaa kuona vile uli walk away from your tomb, na hakuna vile angeiambia Iza, Yesu haizi entertain death, haizi itumbuiza. Na so akachila hapo na disciples wake for 40 days, time fulani hata akaonekana na 500 people at once. Alafu ako wapi? Hapatikani. Wanashangaa kwani amekuwa mteja. But ni disciples walimwona akiingia flight mode. So Peter amebambika sana hadi akadouble tap John akamwambia, Buddha, check your WhatsApp. na hiyo ndo mara ya mwisho alikuwa last scene. Lakini anarudi. TikTok. That's all from me. I'll invite Mr. MC back on stage. Asanteni sana sana. It's been lovely. It's been beautiful. Asanteni, asanteni, asanteni.
Let us give him one round of applause again. Yeah, so ile kitu huu ni bamba na spoken word artist. Ni venye huwa anaweza kukupima na upimike. Nikiangalia juu naona nini? Ngoja kwanza wamalize hii joke ni kali. Aya. So nilikuwa nasema ma spoken word artist wanaweza kukupima tu. Unaona venye vitu mmekaa chini. Spoken word artist anaweza anza. Nikiangalia juu naona nini? Nikiangalia juu naona mawingu juu mawingu, si ni sky. Na kwani kama sky ni mawingu ina depend ni aje mvuvi amevua samaki juu yeye ni fish. Juu fish ni nini? Fish ni samaki wa majini anayetembea tembea na kutambaa tambaa majini. Lakini sitasema mengi kwa maana mimi ni jini. Yani unaweza shangaa spoken word artist, lakini that is a story for another day. Wacha tu. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Monica Waithera. Aya, ngoja kwanza. Wamewanyang'anya glass ama tunaweza mting ting ting? Mko nazo? Toeni silaha, toa silaha. Chungo usivunje. Umegonga leo mara mingi bro. Aya, ngoja kwanza. Umeenda mbio. Aya. Ngoja. Chill. So behave, watajua uko, tutawaambia. Tulia. So, nataka sasa hii to try. Sasa ile mlishindwa, sawa? So tunaenda ting. Sawa? To try. Haya, twende ting. Ngoja, ni nani huyo? Ni nani? Ni Clyde. Nyang'anyeni hiyo kijana kijiko. Haya, twende. Ting. Monica Waithera akiingia on stage.
Thank you so much, Kababa, the MC of the day. Habari zenu? Yes, my name is Monica Waithera. I work for AYLF. It's a joy to see all of you. Asanteni sana kwa kuja. For me, I wanted to appreciate a few people that are dear to us and dear to AYLF, and those are volunteers. We work a lot with volunteers, and throughout the year we've had several of them. Some of them are the university coordinators. As you heard Gabriel mention, we are in 35 now, small groups in Kenya, and each small group is led by a coordinator and an assistant. So those are 70 volunteers that we work with, and we want to celebrate them today. So a hand clap for all our volunteers in universities. You guys are doing an amazing job, and keep it up. Keep doing that. In AYLF, again, we hold a lot of events, a lot of programs that we do, and most of the time we call out for people to volunteer to organize the events. Even the SLDP program was organized and planned and executed by a committee, and it was voluntary. So I'd like to ask the volunteers, the committee for SLDP cohort 8 to stand, and then we give them a hand clap. Hey, guys, where are you? You did an amazing job. Yes, we have Dan Mendo there. Where are the others? Oh, yes, the chair is there. Good job, guys. They did an amazing job. Again, there are two special people that we wanted to appreciate in a special way today. And this is because there's something we really wanted to start in AYLF, and that is the AYLF podcast. And we didn't have hosts. We didn't know who will host. And then there are these two amazing ladies who just walked up to us and they said, we'll do it for you. So I'd like to call Beth and Chobaibai here. We appreciate them. Yes, Beth and Chobaibai. Hey, DJ, waeke ngoma. Hao wanapenda kudance. Please. Yeah. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, ladies. Yeah, so thank you, DJ. This was a dream, and it was Gabriel's dream. And it's a dream that came true this year, and thanks to these amazing ladies. This is Beth Wanyoro. This is Chebaibai. Please subscribe to our, subscribe? Yes, subscribe to our podcast. Follow, yes, rate. Send a voice note. Just listen to our podcast. I think the links will be shared. So I have some small gifts for you. Yes. Awesome. So, and I'd like to call, Jamal? Okay. I'd like to call, is it John? I hope I get it. John? The program's officer. Yes, you, come. Yes, yes, come. You, yes.
Embassy of Denmark.
Okay. Yes, his name is Joseph Kimani. I was confusing. I thought it was John. Joseph Kimani, programs officer, the Embassy of Denmark. Yes. Karibu sana. I'd like you to give this lovely lady. So Beth Wanyoro, there you go. Sharon Chebaibai, there you go. And a shout out to, awesome. Thank you so much. A shout out to Ian. Ian are our producers and directors. With Vero, she's on the camera. Those are the guys that do the production. So thank you so much, guys. Appreciated. So a clap as they go back. Thank you. So I think we'll go to the next segment of this dinner, and that is the panel conversation. And I'd like to introduce to you the moderator of the day, who is Duncan Mochama. All of you know Duncan Mochama. If you don't know Duncan, you better know him today. Yes, he leads our alumni. He's a very passionate guy, and I'd like him to also give a little more profile about himself. So a hand clap to Duncan Mochama. Karibu, Duncan.
Thank you, Monique. DJ, fanya mambo yako. Thank you, Jude. Good evening. Muga, can you hear me? Yes? Loud and clear? Again, my name is Duncan Mochama. SLDP cohort 1 or 2, yeah? Actually 1. Oh, it was 0. SLDP cohort 0, and I'm very proud to be standing here. Just because maybe my sister is graduating, we'll never know. Where is my sister? Please stand. Watu wakujue. Makofi kwake. Yeah? But again, Duncan Mochama. I'm in ICT. I've been in AYLF since 2011 actually. Yeah, graduated from Strathmore in 2013, and somehow I'm always coming back. I think it's for the dinner, but we'll never know. Yeah, my role today is very easy. It is why AYLF stands out. AYLF stands out because of 3 reasons: friendships, Jesus, and leadership. And in the friendships, we have been very, very blessed because I want to say since time immemorial, and then I remember it's a retro dinner, but we have always had amazing mentors. And for the last 1 year, we have made new ones, and those are the people I want to introduce as a panel here. And just coming from where Monique came from about volunteerism, I want to introduce my first panelist, who is, I'm always confused when to use Miss, Mrs. Does anyone know? Formally. Ebu inueni mkono. Who knows when to use Mrs. and when to use Miss? Ebu inu mkono. No? No one? Okay. Missing. But ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for my first panelist, who is Miss Winnie Kamau. And I'm going to tell you something small about. Please walk up to the stage. Please walk up to the stage. And since our theme is stories of impact of growth, karibu sana. And since our theme today is stories of impact of growth, Ms. Winnie, and please, when I'm wrong, you tell me, and you come and tell them about that. But from a computer programmer to now an independent consultant with a career spanning my age right now. Okay? So she has been making impact for the longest time.